Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cappy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they're general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. Always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. And they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. All right, so we're going to pop these to the side for a moment. So your key to the week this week is... Ooh. A bit of a technical issue with the mic there. Your key to the week this week is dun, 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 the Chariot card. Okay, right, so it's going to be quite a fast dynamic week with potentially with quite a few developments. I will say, so the thing is with the Chariot card, it's a beautiful card. It is victory and success, but remember, whenever you see the energy of victory, that means that you have to go through some sort of challenge. Nobody just shows up the victor and done. There's always some kind of adversity that needs to be overcome. So the fact that this is your key to the week means that whatever situations or challenges you have going on this week, you will absolutely come out the victor. The other thing that I've observed with this card is when it shows up, things tend to happen fast. It tends to develop really, really quickly. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to pop that over there a bit so that you can actually see it. All right, and then for your different sectors of life, for your actions and options this week, you've got the Hanged Man, right? So talk about driving with the brakes on, right? You've got the Chariot, which is like all steam ahead, full speed ahead, go, go, go. And then you've got the Hanged Man card, which in this deck it's called the Oak King, which is basically saying, take your time. This is a delay card. So I will say, obviously, remember, we are now in the guise of a Mercury retrograde. So there is that to think about. I don't know if you can see that, if that's a bit better. I'm a bit sort of light challenged at the moment, so I apologise. But yeah, the other thing is, obviously, we are heading towards a Mercury retrograde. So I would say use this week to really wrap up, all of the final loose ends of things that you have. Whatever plans that you have to enact, because we don't stop living just because there's a Mercury retrograde, right? So many of you are going to be traveling for the holidays. Many of you are going to be, jetting about, doing here, this, that, and the other, buying gifts, all the rest of it. You don't stop living for that, but the things that you can manage now, I absolutely would, right? Pay attention to this. If you haven't seen it, check out your December Astro Taroscope. It will give you a heads up of what's going on with that Mercury retrograde. And then in terms of the options that are available to you, this is a moment to slow down. And I will say this to you, if you have moments to kind of take it easy or pockets where there isn't really much going on, take them, right? Because the Chariot card is a very fast card, which means that when you're working, you're going to be working hard and fast. And when you have those moments, rest and recuperate. So then you've got the Ten of Cups in your communications and conversations. This is lovely. So in terms of communications are easy. It does suggest that you have allies across the board when it comes to maybe social situations, but also professional situations as well. So the other thing that I want to say to you, the Ten of Cups can very often speak to the familial ties, right? It really is a happy home card effectively. So I love this for you. Now, because you've got this with the Hanged Man, the times that you have, right, the moments that you have where peace and quiet is around, don't rock the boat just for the sake of it. Observe your own patterns. Look at your life. If things are quiet and you feel yourself getting edgy, ask yourself, why are you not able to just enjoy the slowdown and the grace period, right? This is a time where effectively this week you are being encouraged to enjoy the break, enjoy the quiet time, because you may not have much more of it moving forward. We're not very far away from actually your season now as well, so buckle up. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, you're already in holiday mode. It looks like a lot of you are already in that space. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, if you have been looking for work or looking to do more work where you are able to work from home, or that's more accepted, because obviously at the moment we've got this whole drive to get people back out to the office business. It's like, listen, you locked us down, you put us behind the bars of our own houses, you put everybody working from home. You don't get to now stipulate, oh, well, just because everything's over and we've decided you go back to work in the office. It's not going to work that way, right? For the first time in history, the people have more say over how things go, and that's how it should be. All right. Now, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this could actually be a really great idea that you have around or within your business that gets you to start really pushing forward some of your ideas, especially ones that you feel like have money-making potential. So I really love that. With this, with the Hanged Man, I will say you probably need to look at the creative side of what you do for work or business. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, again, you guys and the students are already in holiday mode. Like, a lot of you are like, listen, I checked out of all of that hard stuff ages ago and that's where I'm staying. So then you've got the Four of Pentacles in the position of the love and relations. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, enjoy this time, right? Enjoy this time with your partner, because you may not have much more of it moving forward. And that's not to say that anything bad's going to happen. It's just, you know, when we have those lulls, those periods where there's not a lot going on, a lot of people tend to just breeze through them or work through them because they're bored. And then when things get, you know, fast and sort of demand a lot from them, it's like, oh, I'm tired, I'm worn out. It's like, then take the damn rest when it shows up. Right? Take it easy. For a lot of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, you could be having conversations around purchasing a home, what that looks like for your future. For some of you, you might be frustrated this week around the delays of purchasing a home. But what I also like about this with the Four of Pentacles is, for those of you that are single, you could be, I mean, certainly if there's someone in the picture, you might already be having those conversations about moving in together. The Hanged Man does kind of say, cool your brakes, right? The Chariot card has got you moving 100 miles an hour. Take it slow. If it's the right move, it will still be the right move later down the line. Now, before we get into your money and materials, your life path readings are up and out there for your viewing pleasure. The universal 8-year that is 2024 has its own overview. Check that out. They're all in a playlist for you. There's also a video that will show you how to calculate your life path number. Your astrotaroscopes are up and out there for your purchasing pleasure. You can get those on the link in the description box below. They're $7.99 a piece, or they are $49.99 for the bundle for all 12 of them. Every year I put more and more into them, so trust me, I think you're going to love them. That being said, this year I went even further and I created a short, sharp, focused energy work based mini course. It will take about 3, maybe 4 days to complete. This is really about helping you align with the greatest frequency that 2024 can offer you. And as an 8-year, this is all about money, resources, finances. If 2023 was the year of dissolution, 2024 is all about rebuilding and restructuring. Trust me, I am super proud of this. It's one of the best things I've ever created, and I don't say that lightly. The price is £111. Trust me, it's worth it. You can go back over it as many times as you want. You have constant access to it. And there are quite a few goodies in there, and some of which you won't find anywhere else on all of my channels, etc. So thank you so much for allowing me to sell you things from time to time. And for your money and materials, you've got the Two of Wands. Look at this. Right, that's, I mean, look, that's financial financial benefits or financial blessings, because you've got the Chariot card here as well. For those of you that are angling for a pay rise, if you're willing to negotiate hard, which many of you are, you could absolutely get one. It does suggest as well, for a select few of you, you might even be thinking about, again, some of your own creative ideas and how you can make those lucrative. That Two of Wands sees you really thinking about your financial future, especially because it's opposite that Four of Pentacles. So there are a lot of considerations around finances, around moves that are going to really enhance your financial experience. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is your head, your face, that whole area. Probably with the Chariot card, this is a lot of mental energy, and whenever we have so much mental energy being burnt, our body tends to bear the brunt of it. So keep that in mind this week. Finally, when it comes to your home and environment, for some of you, it really does look like you're very focused on the home situation, changing the home, purchasing the home, selling the home. Just, it's all about the home at the minute. There's a lot of big focus there for you guys. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.